Welcome back to more Kenshi. We are out in the deep desert, heading away from Shobutai on the way to new locations and a new excitement. Hello, friends. Who are you? You are a bunch of manhunters. Let's not go visit the manhunters just yet. I'm not quite ready to be a slave. Not today, my friends. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. So what we're going to do this episode is, of course, discover... What is it down here in the corner? Is it Heft? Shobutai, and then Stowed, maybe Heft. Maybe, for some reason that's in my head right now, and maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. So, we'll head this way, and I like the roads. It does help me kind of remember where the cities are, because normally the cities are wherever the crossroads happen to be at. So you'll see here, like, all roads lead to Shobutai, and all roads lead to Stowed. So, it helps a little bit. What we're going to be doing in the next couple of episodes... Hello, Wandering Assassin. Now... Yes, it was Heft. Hooray! 10 out of 10. Best memory in A. Are the Wandering Assassins friendly? He's a Wandering Trader. Okay, so he won't be really aggressive to us, I don't think. And I think if he's... I seem to remember last time, if we allied with the Shinobi Thieves, he would kind of be green. So he would help us out if we got in a fight. Him and his glorious bucket helmet. Or her... Sorry, terribly sorry. Her Wandering bucket helmet. Glorious. I love it. I love the bucket helmet there, the full Skyrim helmet. So, if we don't find anyone, really, it depends on who we find and what we find in Heft. But our next goal coming up is to probably curve down through the map, through the Eye and Venge and Shen, and maybe go into the swamp. Because I know there are some recruits down there in the swamp. They might be fleshy humans. You know, I think we've just come to accept the fact that we're going to have to be getting some humans in the Binary Legion. Of course, now if, as we talked about last episode, if they're willing to make the ultimate sacrifice and remove... Look at those... I mean, come on. Azumi, look at the scrawny limb. Look at that imperfect, fleshy, tiny, weak arm. And those inefficient legs. Now look over at Roy. Look at that superior mechanical foot. Look at the beauty of the manipulator arm on the right there. Oh, that is perfection. So yeah, obviously, if they're willing to, lose the arms and legs, then we're going to be quite okay keeping them on board. If only we could replace the stomach, the chest, and the head with robot parts. But I feel like that might cause some slight harm to our human friends. All right, we are now in Heft. Where? I think up here, yeah, so up here is one bar, and then over here is another bar. Let's go visit the bars, because that is where filthy humans hang out, and sometimes jobless skeletons. We'll try to see if we can't get any more recruits for our adventure, and I guess from there, we'll start curving around the rest of the world. Now, how big do we want our group to be? That's another question. Do we want to have an early game massive squad? I talked about this briefly before. Wow, completely empty. Hello. What did you do to make all of your patrons leave you? Did you have a flash sale? Was it poisonous flash sale? Do we have anything to sell, by the way? Not particularly. We do have our fancy toothpick crossbows. Right, well, you have zero zilch nada for us, my friend. But yeah, I mean, in terms of size, do we want to start out and get a big squad as soon as we can, in order to maximize the time that everybody will be doing their basic training? Or do we want to kind of let it happen naturally? Maybe a maximum of one recruit per city, in order to allow us to test that person and really get a feel for his, her, or their metal, as it were. Or literal metal, if it's a robot. I like it. Tin Fist? No, it's not Tin Fist, my friend. Who are you? You are Stone of the Drifters. You probably are looking for a squad, Stone. What about upstairs? Anyone upstairs? That is a Shinobi Thief hanging out casually, enjoying a boxed lunch up there. Right, so let's chat with... Ooh, hello, hang on. Yeah, filthy humans. But, alas, there is a lovely bug friend here. Who are you? Stone, running for hire, fresh from the high, looking for a new master, 2,000 cats. What a deal. This is beautiful. This is like an Amazon flash sale. Perfect. All right, Stone, my friend, you are now part of the Binary Legion. Welcome to the group. We are going to rename you as Darja, a longtime supporter. Welcome, Darja, to the Binary Legion. I am so excited to get our first bug friend. You know what? Look at that. Now that is a heck of an impressive, efficient leg. You know what? Granted, his mandible manipulation might be a little weak with only 3 fingers, but boy, those spikes, that is martial arts written all over it. We are going to turn you into a master assassin, Darja. It's going to be great. All right, we've got our 1 recruit from Heft. Let's go ahead and take to the road. I'm going to start heading south into the great unknown, into Heng. We're leaving Heft for Heng. Lovely. And I guess we'll be kind of cruising around a little bit to the west. Actually, Decisions. I want to stay a little bit away from the scary, scary places, and this kind of is a scary place if I remember. Maybe we'll skirt the desert down here and see if we can't get into the skim sands. And now the Iron Valley might be a bit spoopy, although there is that major city over here which we might find another skeleton recruit in. Do we want to go that way instead? Oh, there are so many options in order to find our own death. All right, let's head over towards the Iron Valley and the Deadlands, and I would like to go to the Black... I don't know. I don't remember the name of the city. I always seem to forget it. It's not Black Cat. I think I said that before. But that's the city where all the skeletons are, where the big scrap house trader is. But there might be a skeleton for hire there, and if not, what we'll do, I think we'll head into some more familiar territory. Maybe the border zone, or the southern area of the Okran's territory, or the Holy Nation Empire. We might try to find some... Ooh, we could always have Izumi infiltrate the Holy Nation cities for us as we sit by and await to support her. That could be a great option for finding more recruits. There's so many skimmers around between us and our goal. I think I'm going to loop back into the desert. I have to remember what skimmers look like when they're below the surface, because I feel like I'm going to run right into a freaking pack of them and not even know it. Okay, there's a bunch of starving vagrants, which would be that would be a fun fight. That's actually pretty low skill, and that's the kind of group that I want to start heading towards once we get over to the Borderlands area, because the starving vagrants and the starving, whoever they happen to be, starving bandits, they're always good for a good battle, and I doubt they're going to be so deadly that they're going to kill us. Although, and somebody was asking earlier why my squads are larger and stronger. I do have a mod that adjusts the overall squad size and strength. So even though I have, kind of lower settings, or I guess not even lower settings than we had, well, lower compared to the last playthrough, but in general, these are default sizes: squad size multiplier and global population multiplier. Those are kind of adjusted because of the mod. So all of the squads out and about in the world are going to be a little bit tougher, which is kind of what we want down the road. Also, I came across a mod the other day. I don't have it installed right now, and I also don't remember if you're able to install a mod once you've, well, I mean, you have to re-import, right? So if we do any additional mod additions to the game, yeah, that was a lot of additions. If we do add any mods after the start, we would have to re-import. Now, re-importing is not that bad early game, but because we have so many mods that affect the state of the world, we'll want to make sure we do our final import before we start changing the world around, right? And one of the mods that I found was kind of an end game mod. And what did they... I think it's called End of the World? Is that an end of the game? Maybe not. I found it yesterday. Basically, when you become so tough that pretty much nothing is a challenge for your squad anymore, it is a massive change in the world. And I believe what happens is, like, the fog creatures, what are they, the fogmen? Yeah, the fogmen, or whatever they are, they start invading the Holy Nation. A bunch of random creatures and different NPCs start invading different territories. So you'll have massive swarms of enemies coming across the border. So that could be really fun, and fun with air quotes, and be a bit of a test for us. Although, I don't know, I don't really plan to go as big of a base as we had last time. So I don't know if that's going to be, what we're interested in. No, I mean, we'll see. We'll let things happen kind of dynamically, and let everything come naturally to us. What a lovely little oasis here. in the middle of the desert. Discovered Tengu's Vault. Oh, hello. Have we discovered Tengu's Vault before? Ever? Ooh. Tengu's Vault looks lovely. I'm sure it's going to lead to death and destruction. We'll take a little peek of it, or at it, from a distance. I don't remember what's in Tengu's Vault. I'm sure it's wonderful, weapons that we just... weapons. You know what I mean, right? Because weapons are just weapons. And that's no fun. Oh, Samurai, United Cities. Okay, is this their capital, maybe? For the Samurai? Oh, it's a prison. Oh, okay, it's an ancient citadel, Tengu's Vault. It is, in fact, a prison. Who do you have locked up in here? Do you have a robot named Agnew? I don't think so. But, one could dream. All right, we'll go ahead and skirt past the giant prison of death and continue on our way. All right, we have finally reached the area that we're trying to get to, the Iron Valley. I keep forgetting names of different regions. So, the Iron Valley is here, and so are we. We're going to try to find the city that is... Uh-oh, Azumi. I forgot about Azumi. Poor Azumi is in acid rain. Everyone else should be fine. Azumi's going to get a little bit messed up. Darja, run! Run, buddy! I think Darja's faster than big fat doggos. Yes, he is. So we can outrun wild bone dogs now. So that's a slight achievement in our life. we're fast enough to outrun that kind of death. Shoot, I aimed us a little bit too far north. Do I want to bring us right into... Nice. Do I want to bring us right into the valley? I think I want to loop us back around and head farther south before we go into that area. Who got hit? Holy crap. Darja just got pummeled on the stomach. His tiny, skinny little stomach. Poor guy. And so he is bleeding a little bit. We are going to have to take care of him relatively soon. He doesn't pass out at 0, does he? He'll pass out at the KO point, I think. But if it dips right into... Oh, God. Right into 0, I don't think it's going to do that much. Let's go ahead and make everybody as fast as possible for a minute. Everyone else is going to run faster than Darja because he's our newest recruit. Everyone else has been with us for a minute longer. Is that a giant pack? Oh, lovely. A giant group of big things ahead of us. Yeah, that's not going to be something we want to play with just yet. So we're going to take the wide route to get into the valley. Someone's going to have to pick up Darja here in just a minute. Who's our fastest right now? I guess it'd be Roy, Bandy, or Longwell because that's who we started with. Let's see if they're fast enough to pick him up and then also stay running with him. Not quite. That's unfortunate. Okay, can he still run on his own? He can still run on his own. Oh, by the way, Darja, I'm so sorry. No, I don't know if you got the memo. No weapons allowed, my friend. Only fisticuffs from here on out. All right, we can try to... Let's swing over here. Around the edge of the desert. As soon as we can break away from the dogs, we'll heal you up. You are at -1. Oh, shoot! Snacks, crap, in a bucket. All right. Those are all the curse words that I'm going to go with right now. That's my go-to. Giant pack of beak things that I completely didn't even see. Oh, we are so screwed. Bandy is getting ripped apart back there. Oh, you're in such a bad freaking spot. Come on, why don't you go eat a bunch of dogs? Leave us alone. Go nom on some puppies. Okay. How can we get out of this? Is there any other groups around us? There were the dogs. Shoot, there are no other groups around us at all. And we lost most of the dogs the way back a minute ago. Okay, Bandy's still up, but Bandy's not looking good. Bandy's really slow. Did you take a leg shot? You did. And unfortunately, Darja's going to go down in a minute if he doesn't get more treatment. Oh, we are not in a good spot right now. Oh, run, 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 run. Dodge. Duck, dip, dive, dodge, and Darja. Okay, Darja is down now. Remember, the beak things will eat fleshy creatures. So he has to get first aided as soon as possible. Oh, man, we're going to have a rough time. They're fighting. One of them is fighting a dog right now. Can we get you to fight a dog, too? Oh, Bandy's going to go down in a minute. Okay, you're patching Roy up. Or you're patching Darja up, Roy. Here comes more beak things. I don't believe we're going to get out of this in a good spot. Do we want to abandon them? We can't really abandon because they'll eat them. We could abandon the robots. Azumi could be the one to leave and run. Because Azumi's a fleshy critter that they'll want to nom on. If we leave Bandy behind, I think they might be okay. Okay, you're no longer dying. Let's see if we can grab Darja real quick. Sneak in there. Okay, Roy's got Darja. You're out of there. Good. We've got one more beak thing to avoid. Is it a youth by chance? No, it's a normal adult. With 600, 600, yeah. Holy crap, well, there's no way we're going to be able to avoid these guys long term. Or kill them. We can avoid them because we're able to kind of loop around and they have that really weird combat animation, although they're freaking fast as all get out. That was a Zumi in a one-shot. Do they ignore Skellies? No, they don't, because they're chasing Roy. Alright, someone has to grab a Zumi. But Bandy's already hurt. Alright, Longwell, you're up, buddy. Go grab a Zumi. Oh my gosh, Roy's running about as fast as his mechanical legs will take him. Apparently this one did not like me picking up a Zumi with Longwell. Oh my gosh, we're so in just such a bad spot. Once again, Tobel leads us all into death and destruction. Where are we compared to the desert? We're outside. We could go to Tengu's Vault, but that's so far away. I almost feel like that dog pack is our best option, but I don't think they're even there anymore. We kited them a really, really long time. And so I think they're pretty much gone. What about over here? There's a club there. That's a bunch of dead bone dogs. I think... Oh, yeah, they've already been shredded by another group of beak things. Wonderful. Okay, there are some bone dogs over here. That's not terribly far from us. That might be our salvation. Although there are more freaking beak things in that area. Holy crap. I can't even dodge that well. Because of how overloaded we are. This seems to be the best way. Just kind of run. When they bite, dodge left. Run, and when they bite, dodge left. Okay, we'll go a different way this time, because I want to keep them away from the other group of beak things, the patrol. But we still want to keep making our way towards the bone dogs. I believe we might be able to do this. How bad is Izumi? You got your stomach patched up, your left arm is wounded, and your head's wounded. Okay, that's not bad. Who else is anyone leaking? Or anything bad? No, not really. Okay, I think we're okay. Okay in air quotes and general assumptions here. So, let's keep getting over to the bone dogs. Hey, buddies. I guess... Oh, shoot. I should have microed Longwell's dodge there. Really? Are the bone dogs not going to want to fight now? Watch the bone dogs come chase us down. The bone dogs are a little more dangerous to us right now than beak things because they can attack and move really quickly. Sorry, that last flash of light screwed me up a little bit. Okay, here come the bone dogs. All the bone dogs are on the way. Now, the challenge is to get the bone dogs to... Oh, right there, right there. Go, go, go. Go straight on. Go, go, go. Okay, all we've got is a little baby bone dog chasing us. Which I don't even think we can fight. A pup. We could probably fight the pup. But that's about the extent of our abilities. All right. Oh, we are, I think, in the clear as the beak things shred the bone dogs to smithereens. Lovely. Oh my gosh. All right. That was a terrible, terrible lack of foresight on my part. All right, what we'll do is come over here somewhere, drop down all of our people who need to get attended to medically, and we're going to approach this area from a much wider berth. We'll probably stay in the desert all the way until we're lined up with that city, and then we'll just come straight into the city if possible. If there are bone things in the way, we're probably just going to avoid them overall. Oof, that was a nightmare. Are there any camps around here? There was that, the vault. But I doubt there are any public beds or anything like that that we'd be able to use. We're also really low on our mechanical stuff, our skeleton repair kits. So we got to be a little bit careful about who's taking what damage, right? Because that's going to be, used up really, really quickly. All right, I'll let them heal up for a bit. And is anyone in a coma? You're unconscious, yet you're going to be in a recovery coma. And Darja is in a recovery coma too, so he won't come out until he's at 0 completely. All right, at least everyone's patched up though. We can be going here in just a bit. What an uncomfortable run here. We're between the skim sands on one side and roving packs of beak things on the other side. Lovely. We should have had a beak thing mascot, I think, this playthrough. I feel like that would have been super overpowered. But what if you could just have a beak thing that never grew up? Like, you could always have, like, a little puppy beak thing, and that could be your mascot. Kind of like, oh my gosh, what was our mascot? The little goat in the last playthrough. Oh, he was the Destroyer of Worlds, I think, actually. Stormageddon was our goat mascot for our last playthrough. See, exactly that. That's what we needed in our lives. All right. We are kind of skirting the desert and the deep blue sea. The black desert here and the normal desert We are... Oh, God. Bone dog. Look at how freaking much they blend in. All right, let's get up the hill. There's a whole other pack of bone dogs over there. I can barely see that. That's ridiculous. Let's stay over in the desert completely. Although that brings its own set of unique, fun adventure challenges with the skimmers. But I think... Oh, I don't know if we can or not. We possibly can outrun the skimmers. Those clouds, by the way, I'm pretty sure are hazardous to those with normal respiratory systems. So, we have to avoid the black clouds of death. Azumi might have gone through one. No, she's okay. She's the same as she was. I don't know if she's okay or not. Alright, so there's dogs, there's skimmers. Oh my gosh, there's all sorts of fun things. Are all the dogs in combat? Yeah, they're all about to be in combat. Let's kind of skirt the hillside. This is a lot of stress for just running from point A to point B. Holy cow. We're going to need some time in a tavern drinking. What do skeletons drink? Do they drink oil? Do they have like an enjoyable cup of WD-40? Nothing like a delicious glass of WD-40. Today's episode, sponsored by, oh god, Death Clouds from the Black Desert and WD-40. Remember to apply it to all of your mechanical needs. Right, let's go over to this spot if we can get there. There is a pack of dogs sleeping. So we'll avoid that pack. We shall let sleeping dogs lie, and then we're going to curve our way over towards the city here. Dodging clouds as we go. Alright, there we go. We're now in the gray desert as opposed to the black desert. Lovely. Now, the nice part is, once we get to this city coming up, it's going to be a lot easier to get into, not friendly territory per se, but territory that's not quite as deadly as we have been here in the desert. Man, I don't know why I keep making the decision to go to the desert. It's horrible. It's a horrible place. Don't go to the desert. It's a terrible place. Many things that will kill you. We're going to try to get back to Shek territory and Holy Nation territory. Those areas have enemies that we are familiar with, that we know and that we love, and that we can actually kill. So we'll keep heading that way. Go away, you little bugger. Who are you after? Let's let everyone run as fast as possible. There we go. We can just outpace the dog while carrying Azumi, which is actually pretty good for us. We do need to get in some basic trading soon. Black Desert City. I don't know why that was so hard to remember. It wasn't Black Cat, but yeah. Black Desert City is where we're going to. We're almost there. What are we doing, guys? What's happening here? Our pathfinding got a little bit funky, as per usual, when it comes to Kenshi pathfinding is always quite an adventure. Let's give them an order to run there. Okay, I think we've got that. Anyone else hurting? Yeah, Azumi needs to get inside soon. She's actually getting acid all over her body, so we need to get the fleshy human inside. Remember that Darja, oh boy. Bandy's up here, and he has pissed off a whole patrol of skeletons, although I think we're faster than a pack of skellies, or the robot skeletons. Spider skeletons is what I'm going for. The problem is that I'm going to have to micro both of these groups, which is going to be a little bit of a pain. Alright, Bandy, run straight through. Oh, okay, you just made it through. Roy, you're farther behind. Those skeletons just shredded the dog. Longwell is like just fast enough to avoid them. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. What a nightmare. Alright, Bandy, I don't want you. Let's go on passive. Let's actually set everyone to passive for a minute. Where are we in relation to the city? You're relatively close. Let's give Bandy an order to go there. I think Longwell has outmaneuvered them, so he can run on his own. Right. And thankfully, they're all chasing Longwell anyway, so Roy should be good to continue on his way. Ooh, lovely. I don't even remember what I was saying before this, but yeah. The hivers are immune to poisons and acids, so they aren't going to have the same problem that our fleshy human friends will have. All right, let's get the whole group to meet up again, and we'll all run at the speed of the slowest person. I don't want to micro 3 separate people as we try to avoid the things that are going to kill us. Awesome. All right, so we are at Black Desert City. Ooh, do you have any friends that want to get recruited? What are you guys fighting? Oh, spiders. Well, fair enough. Maybe we'll be able to find some parts. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. What if we help kite a bunch of spider patrols over to the city? Maybe we can get some really decent gear. Let's Let's get Izumi inside. Longwell, would you mind just bringing her inside the bar and letting her hang out for a bit? That would be greatly appreciated. Come over here, my friend. Okay, I will do this as you requested. Hello, how are you? Do you need a guide on how to reset a skeleton, says Bark. Yes, we do. Oh, thank you. Well, that was relatively easy. I don't know. That's part of the mod. I'm guessing that lets you reset skeletons that you capture. So fair enough. Here's a bunch of skeletons that have been destroyed. Roy, can you... Ooh. I feel like that's almost cheating, but I'm gonna take it because that's part of the game, scavenging materials from enemies. We're gonna grab these CPU kits or CPUs because holy crap, is that worth a lot of money? That's awesome. Oh yeah, 6,000 cats is gonna be super helpful. I'll let that fight finish up, and we'll come back out to loot them in a bit. But we're gonna bring everybody inside. Do we have any normal beds that maybe Izumi could lay down in? No, it's only for skeletons, which is fine because, oh, actually all of our guys are well healed. We've got the money. Let's let everybody go into a bed for a bit. And we'll just drop our humans on the floor. Oh god, wait, what happens if you put... Huh. You can put humans on a skeleton bed. That's adorable. Well, we're getting them used to what they're going to experience in life. You know, that's fine. Longwell, Roy, why don't you guys lay down and take a bit of a nap? We'll see if you can get back up to 200%. Or 200 rather. Wow, that's really freaking fast. See, Izumi, if you had robot parts, look how fast, look how quickly you could recover from all of your fleshy weak sauce paint. Look at, and they're perfect. Oh, robots are beautiful. All right, we're going to let Darja and Izumi recover for a bit. And Roy, Bandy, Longwell, let's go downstairs. Or actually, there's a couple people up here. Hello, Sidneil. Oh, it's Sidneil. Hello, Sidneil. How are you? Another organic one must be the trillionth person I've met. Oh, we're letting him, Darja talk to him, apparently. Even though Darja's asleep. I don't know why that's happening. Know how dull that is. Sounds like you'd enjoy life more if you left this town. Tried going back outside once. It smelled funny and there were far too many flies. I don't disagree with that statement. Maybe you just need a new dream to live for. I've had dreams that ended well. How about working for me? I hate excitement. Oh, fair enough. I'll join you, but only because I'm weak and give in to peer pressure. Well, lovely. Sidneil, welcome back again to our playthrough. Awesome to have you. Sidneil, of course, is a fellow robot, and I'm going to put him... I'm going to try to keep them relatively close together in this squad list. Right, Sidneil is here. Ooh, Razor the Outlaw, 10,000 cat bounty. I mean, you seem like you're someone who I could probably not at all beat up. So, yeah, 66 and 60. We're going to just let sleeping dogs lie. Let's go downstairs and see if anyone else is interested in joining us. There's an ancient armorer here, which is kind of cool. Has, obviously, a bunch of ancient armors, which is pretty nifty. Ugh, that looks so gross. They're all rusted and just disgusting. Although, do you have money? You do have money. Do you wish to buy? You do wish to buy. Go ahead and buy our CPU units. Oh, you don't have enough for that last one. That's fine. Who else is sitting in here? That's a skeleton patron and with no name. Let's go ahead and go to the bartender. Tote W Skeleton Barman BDC. I feel like that might be a slight mistake in naming. Or maybe not. Maybe that's exactly what his name is. You got enough cats to buy that remaining CPU unit. Oh, you had a ton of skeleton repair kits. I'll tell you what. We're going to say that that money was easy come, easy go. Let's grab at least 2 more skeleton repair kits. Because that scared me for a minute. We need them to keep ourselves nice and healthy. Excellent. All right. Is there, or are there, any more skeleton friends wandering about town? I don't quite see anyone. Let's go into the shop here. And this is large storage, so we're probably going to get yelled at if we go into the large storage area. Really, no more skeletons to recruit. At least we got Sidneil. I'm pretty happy about getting him. There are just guards here, and there's a worker, and then there's the actual patron. So, hello, my friend, new town, or new guy in town, I see. Yeah, that's a loose term of guy there. Show me what you got. We've got a bunch of lovely, lovely skeleton parts. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get these bad boys onto Izumi. Slaps the bad boy, yeah. This bad boy can get you so far. All right, we've got our parts down the road. Waiting to die, not wanting to die. Oh, that's dramatic, Aramid. We can't talk to you, sadly, so you don't get to die with us. All right, Lovely robot parts. We're not really in need of those just yet. What happened to Roy? Why are you trapped in... Are you stuck, my friend? You are a little bit stuck. Okay, there we go. So, of course, we've been to the scrap house in the past, but if you guys have not been there in... if you're new to the series, or you're new to the channel, we'll take a bit of a gander over at the chop house. This is an armory. Can we go into the armory without everyone flipping their lids at us or going crazy? Let's take a look. I kind of want to just poke my head in real quick. You're not supposed to be here. I'm sorry. Don't yell at me. I'm sensitive to anger and yelling. Let's grab a couple more loot items from these guys. You know, I feel like it's fair. You know what? We're scavengers. This is what scavengers do. They're going to let other people do their dirty work and then pick up the dirty, filthy remains. Wonderful. I'll just use that. We'll limit ourselves to how much BS will allow each episode. How's that sound? We'll kind of do an internal limiter on how much of the exploiting mechanics, because normally what we would do is kite a bunch of dust bandits into guards, but you know, we're kiting skeleton robots into, or spiders into the guards and getting a lot more money out of it. All right, Azumi, are you recovering at all? Slowly but surely. Darja's almost back up and running, which is lovely. All right, this is the scrap house, by the way. The scrap house has a wonderful assortment of goods for sale. And we will come back to revisit Quinn down the road, but I mean, look at all these wonderful items here. Now, more importantly than that, this guy has a ton of great blueprints. Oh, a peeler machine. God, I want this so bad. You know, we can pick this up right now. That's what we're going to do, because the money was basically free, right? Because we found a bunch of CPU units. We're going to pick up the peeler machine. We need research bench level 3 in order to get the peeler machine. Obviously, that has to be, before we even put down farms at all, that's going to be the first thing we build. Is going to be a peeler machine. We're going to do it because Quinn happened to have the recipe right here. Is there anything martial that we could use? Probably not. As a lot of people pointed out, we can't even wear martial bindings, which are the thing that goes around your shirt, your chest, I think. And so I don't really believe there's any other martial arts items other than maybe pants. Maybe there's pants that give you, like the gi might give you a point in martial arts, but all of our skill will have to come from our own fists or mechanical robot hands. Now, bows, of course, would be useful because we do want to, you know, have some kind of ranged skill down the road. So, old world bows and eagle's crosses, those are the recipes that you've got. Now, this is the eagle. Oh, these are the old world bows. I'm sorry. The reload time is 3 to 6 seconds. Okay. And the eagle cross is like 4 to 8 seconds. I think I want the fastest bows possible for our squad, which are going to be, I think, the toothpick style of bows. Because to get your skill up, you have to fail. Yeah, the ranger bows, maybe? Yeah, 1.4 to 4 seconds. Much, much faster reload. So the ranger bows probably are what we're going to be looking for. A nice medium between the crappy toothpick style and the epic, you know, old world bows, things like that. So we'll probably be looking for ranger bows down the road. AI cores, of course. You know, I think we needed AI cores if we wanted to reprogram skeletons. I'm not really sure how that works. What is that? Where does that, right here. Okay, so a complete guide on how to reset a skeleton without needing to reset their skills. A must-have for any skeleton who wants to keep their wits, though completely useless for anyone who isn't a skeleton. So I'm not sure. Maybe we need an AI core in order to reprogram a skeleton. Now, this is a skeleton that we capture, and I believe we have to have them in a cage, and then maybe there's a special option with them in the cage that lets us reprogram them if we have this in our inventory, and maybe an AI core as well. I hope it does cost an AI core, because I feel like that's pretty fair. That's a huge cost. And AI cores are not always limited, because you can always re-import, but still, that's a good balance, I think, being able to just recruit your own skeletons. But, alright, my friends, I think that's a good point to put a cut in. We've survived the Great Desert, the Black Desert, the Gray Desert, and from here, we're going to head into Skinner's Rome, a little bit of the Holy Nation territory, to try to find some people to start fighting. We are going to try to pick up a couple more recruits, maybe over in Squin. We can also stop by the hub, which is in this area as well, because there are some folks who might want to join us in the hub. So I'm looking forward to heading west. And maybe there's this, I don't know, this foggy area. I feel like I've heard whisperings of great and powerful creatures that reside within the Foglands, so maybe we'll head that way as well. Thanks so much for joining me for this episode. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, take care.